Abusuamu mwakwa Adoba Daily Update TV. Daily Update TV. So nena wohwe dwumadi na no subscribe my YouTube channel like na share. Lagati asemwasi ne nyina nse eye adwasafo ahyase expose NPP 4. Na eno no the restrictions by say NPP ni bia enkoye interview bi. But ene day adwasafo so ayeden ashado interview with eye Exp0sẹd TV. Na eno na report Exp0sẹd TV credit to Exp0sẹd TV omo eninsa ka script no. Into no ye the script and better screen so na ka bintela be ma adwasafo ni update the entire eman kasa na so ye or granting interviews na report on say honorable Sarah Adwasafo has been ambushed. Yakas ambush has been attacked. Yeah, ambush is the same as she has been what attacked. So Adwasafo the tintin in the titan say Adwasafo Sarah Adwasafo omo eden NPP for eden attacking no. Yes, NPP for attacking Adwasafo in order to what prevent him to what to go and grant interview with what a year Exp0sẹd TV interview and other screen so in take up a year Kevin Teller and some of Adwasafo. God bless you.
Audit report, and in the process of investigating Addison, they had to confiscate a lot of things from Addison because it is part of the investigations. When the FBI gets a warrant to come to your house, when they come there, the warrant gives them the right to pick anything they believe will help them in their investigations. It is not something we've not heard before. When the FBI gets a warrant from court, from a judge, and they say, go to this guy's house, go and do your investigations. When they enter your house, they can take the okuraba, because if it is going to aid them in their investigations, it's part of the process. So at the end, see that when national security people get a warrant and enter Addison's home to start their investigations, they have the right to take anything they want to take if it's going to aid them in their investigations. So nobody, actually, Jimmy, actually, you are foolish. Actually, you want to do politics with everything. And I've seen somebody like Franklin Kujo, because your IGP has been kicked out, you want to foolishly use your big stomach to act as if you are intelligent. So you are going to go after national security. Nobody can stop the national security from doing their job. If they get the right notification and permission, the national security should be able to investigate whatever they want to investigate. Are you not the same people who are talking about transparency and accountability? Did Addison tell anybody in Ghana he was slapped? Did Addison tell anybody in Ghana he was harassed? The national security went in there, and with the warrant that they are holding, they have the right to pick anything that will aid them in their investigations. So what is the big deal here? It is because the content creator minority leader, when we say NPP for Jimmy, so he's using them to build what? To build his political career. This is Afinyo Markin, after the Bank of Ghana governor was basically raided.
For the governor, some 10,000 cedis on his bed could not be found. So some of these hungry party foot soldiers that they use, who parade themselves as national security operatives, after all, perhaps not even being paid, and they use this opportunity to steal. The governor's wife's earrings and necklaces were also not traced. They couldn't be found. In other words, those operatives stole these earrings and necklaces. Ghana is a mature democracy, and we should do better. 3 cars, official vehicles of the governor, were also taken away, only to be informed later that they've been parked somewhere, so he should send his drivers to go and pick them. Around 4:30, a call came from this same Richard Jakpa.
You see, they want to turn the whole thing into a Richard Jakpa NPP thing. Jimmy, this guy is a content creator minority leader. He will assemble them and he will use them. The national security has come out to say they didn't take anything. Suddenly, shockingly, 10,000 Ghana cedis. Ayiranti, yanko press conference. Earring ayira, necklace ayira. Inti yanya press conference. You see how foolish these people are. Addison till date, have you heard Addison say somebody harassed him or harassed his wife? If the earring is going to aid them, did they say that earring, the question here is 10,000 Ghana cedis per Edenyano Addison fee. Wow, Tiemino, Equasum. The air one say, buy no Addison fee no 10,000 Ghana $600 and they're done in pesos. 10,000 Ghana cedis per. Now listen to the Deputy Attorney General.
Concerns are on two sides. There are a group of people who believe that the AG is actually being slow. And there's another group of people who are of the view that the AG is being aggressive. Last night there were some searches conducted in some homes, and the views are divided. But I would like to assure the public that we are, as much as we can, pursuing persons who are believed or are suspected to have looted, state assets, being money or other properties. We are committed, and work is going on day and night for that to be done. Most importantly, we are also doing so within the framework of rule of law, because as you may know, there have been instances in the past where persons who are suspected have been treated, have been arrested in manners that don't comply with the rule of law, where violation of human rights and other laws have been broken just because people are suspected. We've also witnessed instances where people have been put on trial for years without any evidence and without any conviction, without any trial. And they wake up, go to court, and they are just spending money on lawyers. We are determined, and when I say we, I mean my boss, the Attorney General. He is of the view, his policy is that he will not put anyone before any court without having sufficient evidence to prosecute a person. So the reason for the delay we are seeing, or what most of the public are seeing as delay, is that we are making sure that we get it right, we get the evidence before we put someone in court. We are not in the business, or we will not be in the business of putting people before the court and now seeking permission to go and now look for the evidence. At least we must have what we call sufficient evidence to be able to put people before criminal court.
Council, so you're saying the searches, including the BOG, former BOG governor, was sanctioned by your office?
So the offices, there are so many. So if you look at how government works, we work with other institutions, and people submit, complaints. So, but every search that you see, is part of the government framework to fight the corruption, and we'll take responsibility for the search that are happening. And we want to make it clear that those searches and the mode in which they were done in accordance with law. Warrants were procured and warrants were used to conduct those searches.
The Deputy Attorney General told you, whatever raid that happened at the former Bank of Ghana Governance House, it had warrants. They had warrants. What Afenyo Makin, the content creator, the minority leader or content creator, no, he failed to tell or say in his content creation, and I said what he did, his press conference now, the content creation, empty money storage boxes found in ex-Bank of Ghana Governor Addison's home. Money boxes, empty. O yisikani nyina no wie no de 10,000 Ghana beto nem paso. Why didn't Afenyo Makin speak on this? Because when the national security guys went there were money boxes. What is money? Money boxes. What was it doing there? Sika, boxes from the Sika Gumo Bank of Ghana, ABCC Addison fee. Ni nyina ye empty. But Sika omuhu ye Nyankopon hu ehunti. Omuhu $600 pe 10,000 Ghana. And the show Bubeshitasi and the Danny Dem. Addison or da or discuss. You see, and they failed to tell Ghana for this part of the story. And they want it to look like, say, Jakpa and a Sebio or Tatanko for. So we are minority leader, and so when you're TikToker. What you need to do first is to pick a phone and call the Attorney General and ask the Attorney General, you have heard that there's been a raid at the former governor's home. Did they have the warrant, the permission? If the Attorney General says, I have nothing to do with it, I have no knowledge, but because content creator, the minority leader content creator, no, or say, Obiabe try the camera, Obiabe jina the nim, onim se NPP for Jiminti, or say fast, press conference, because every single thing should be about him. Afenyomakin is a content creator. He knows what he's doing with the NPP. Onim so mwe Jimmy to say, stray dogs now, and I said rabies dogs on the streets of New York. No, onim so omuni home. They don't have locket a chair on my dress. I say, stray dogs. I say, New York, Abontreso. They don't have address. And Afenyomakin has taken his time to analyze the NPP. Onim so mwe Jimmy. Kamadama PJ, ne 12 Jenny, or the Afenyomakin. The political career is a beans. Mami Penina Watina politics, mwache say, where Jimmy Kuranika Afenyo. Press conference, Yemusa, the authorities are, yes, see, Omabaye. Raid and say, did they have the permission? But I PJ with Jimmy. Politics a Jimmy no. Osorana bobo achichidiechi entumasha nenufu ase. No the air the angwa for nenufu so. Osor da ho yaketesia. Wama afinyo marking content creator way a Jimmy no. And that is what they are living with now. So you see, yes, the NPP executives in sorry, Addo, Choboy, you go police station, you see at TSMB, Choboy, because Jimmy, the party lacks direction. How many times can you do that in 8 years, 16 years, 32 years, 42 years, 48 executives of a political party react to issues? The party lacks leadership. The party is full of fools. Afenyomakin is a content creator who basically has turned himself into a minority leader. And on your party, no Jimmy, go on the NPP platforms, go on their TikTok platforms. It is all about Afenyomakin because Odomu Yeska, on your Jimmy. The question we need to be asking, as a political party in opposition, the first question you ask yourself when you say, please, I want to know, Attorney General or the National Security, who is the head? I, as the minority leader, I want to ask, who actually gave or sanctioned this raid? Also, Attorney General said, Mr. Minority Leader, content creator, I did not. I don't know anything about it. You call the IGP. I'm the minority content creator. Who gave the permission for people to raid the governor's building? I'm the IGP. I have no knowledge. National Security. Then, you as a content creator, you can bring out your content. But so stupidly of these fools, Madam Apiejeden and Kola Nkombrewa Omaka Opato Jiminti, Omudi. So they get up and they say whatever they want to say. Because Omunim say the followers of the party are piglets. Omunim say Omwe Jimmy. JB Dankwa Kaye, or say the foolish masses are the ones that are following the NPP. They actually analyze their level of thinking. JB Dankwa and Asif Wono, Omu will say, the Padudu of the NPP, Chinomon can go school, Oma Jimmy, Oma Jimmy, form, Oma Jimmy, and saying, oh, until they can use simple tactics to use them. Yet Akroma and JB Dankwa call US Embassy say, Yentianika. US Embassy, JB Dankwa sorry, say, these are the kind of people we are looking at. JB Dankwa, Ekufuado Wafa, Otumi Sorano Pahoneto, no Akobo US Embassy, Mipe Mayo, Muntiameka, a flag bearer, a presidential candidate for this piglet party. Otumi walk it to the Embassy of the United States in Ghana, demanding salary. Why is she? Adana Muntiameka, he's a snitch. Such people are not supposed to be mentioned in our history. These are despicable piglets who are not supposed to be given space. These are people who worked against this country. Treasonous characters. Why should we even entertain such dirty fools? Why should we be having this conversation today? Why should we be even considering the NPP in our conversation? Because there's no leader. They lack leadership. The person leading them is a content creator. A whole parliament flag bearer of a party. Remember, I said we are serious. JB Dankwa. Time JB Dankwa ko ball a US Embassy punum ewo Accra. Say yentia ne kana nisika mba no. Na oya flag bearer of NPP. Na oya flag bearer of the bawomia. How? Sibi onya kukudro to be sorry who the two powder. I didn't read Tiana Noka. Can. I have not been paid 6 months. Give me my salary. Like the infantry and that thing. I will feel it's a Ghana Yamudia. You are snitching on your country, and in open light, you are demanding for your salary. And these ingrates, JB Dankwasi forward and we sit here, they want to build this nation with us. They will sell us. And Regina Kufuor call US question Abrofo him say he wants Abrofo to go and attack Burkina Faso. These are not people to listen to. These are not people to reason with. Ghana and Pendream, we are not supposed to even sit at the same parliament with the NPP. Never. And we need to get serious as a people. You might not like me. I don't fucking care. 90% of more among pemasem a pain and a woman kumem. I didn't think Kelvin to me did your Mahama about power. Right now, no, or time woman Mahama and I will form more time Mahama. But the funny thing is, I'm not going anywhere. I am going to stay here for 42 years. And make sure that the NPP is nullified. They don't deserve to be part of Ghana's history. Shadia. 2-3 days ago, Anna, Meka Asemu Hachemo, the new boss, General Mante, to head a NACOC. And the major drug bust 2 days ago or a day ago. NACOP nabs notorious Nigerian trafficker with $2.1 million worth of cocaine and heroin in Ghana. On say, Otu Abapa. It takes time, but you see it. On say, and the Ghana, you are confident. You are breathing new air. You are seeing, say, no, things are changing. It is not going to be easy for John Mahama and the NDC, but they will do it. When was the last time I would say, Yachi Obi? Cocaine, heroin in Ghana. Every day, before election 2024, me a whole expose of a ship a bed docky work Tema port. Cocaine ma. They sacked everybody from the port. Making sure that ship no call. This is the first time in about 9 years, sir, a government about power less than 4 months. It much drug bath. As policemen to speak for various police stations around the nation. Dan Pare shut all of them down because Dan Pare wanted everything to be about him. It was only Dan Pare and a photographer who did a cheer or winning photographer of the year in Ghana. Me Busame say Dan Pare photographer on pictures Ben Ucha. My wife is a senior photo editor at the New York Times. All the pictures you see from White House, every picture from New York Times, my wife they decided who goes there to take a picture. When a photographer from New York Times, any president, in the Air Force One, my wife they decided who goes. My wife would say, "Down Paris photographer, no pictures Ben Wocha Ghana, what be photographer of the year? You people can't you get it? Down Paris 10 Ghana Police Service, he turned it to himself. It was Dan Pare. Dan Pare did not give anybody any room. Dan Pare made the police service about him. And in Tina, you people start to say, Dan Pare was doing some extraordinary job. See that Dan Pare, psychologically, he's smart. And he read the Ghanaian for a long time. When he got the position, he basically became an IGP politician. And if you're not smart, you wouldn't know what Dan Pare was doing. It is seeing the policemen jubilating. It is not because they hate Dan Pare. It is because they realized that they were being led by a democratic dictator in the name of an IGP who basically portrayed to the world to say he is a leader for all. But deep down, there was no love down there and the police were not at liberty to do their job. That is why you saw the jubilation. It is not because they have a personal issue with Dan Pare. It is because the servicemen realized that for a long time, they were living under some kind of tyranny. But Ghanaians could not hear them. Ghana Police Service personnel were screaming, we did not hear, because Dan Pare had used Oninanim to cover up their pain. So every time the police are screaming, the police have a problem. We are looking at, hey, IGP Dan Pare, hey, we were not looking at the...
Abusuane na ohwe na subscribe ya my YouTube channel, like and share, never or comment share media na se bejebre na ya kan for any ahwefo nyina ho adwenche. It says stay tuned na or stay connected. Nyame sure on your Kesi. God bless you.